Whew. You're back on board. I'm at the end of this roller workout. About 3 kilometers to go. Got to keep calm and quiet. Look ahead. This is the only way to do it if you're over 40. Put your rollers in a doorway. That way any mistakes, you can recover without hurting your wrist the way I did. The first day without having it wrapped. Still sore. Like that. I just kind of nudged one of the guys in the peloton. Got back online, no foul. He was like, yo, wake up. We're going into the finishing climb. Okay. Focus on alignment. Yeah. Keep that cadence up. Almost to 18 kilometers. Three kilometers per hour. Not exactly flying, but there is quite a bit of resistance underneath me. Oh shit. Okay. Micro adjust the hands. 2K to go. Seems like a long way. Hurting a little. Didn't quite overheat in the middle the way I normally do, but still 2K out, a little under, and I'm feeling hot. Yeah, my core temp just shot up. Should be looking for the first feed zone, but I can't grab the water bottle without losing my paddle cable. just gonna tough it out. I'm gonna skip the food zone and just hammer into the last little climb. Okay, kilometer and a half. This is it. If I thought I could turn a bigger gear, I'd drop her. But I'm barely holding on here. So I'm just gonna pick up my cadence a little. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and pedal. Oh, okay. Yeah. .24 kilometers per hour. Basically up a slight hill on the bake range. Shit I normally wouldn't do. Okay, 1 kilometer, solid. Okay, keep focused. Okay, I'm overheating and losing focus a little. Okay, good. Half a kilometer to go. Wish I had the balls to get out of the saddle. That'd be scary. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna crank it right across the line. Oh. Fucking Eddie Merckx style. Fuck you. I'm not gonna sprint. Ride my own race. 400 meters. Last 100 meters. Okay. I'm across the line. That's 20K. I need a couple more strokes. Try to cool off. Okay, come on. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to share with you my top, 3 or 4 tips for learning to ride rollers. When you're, I'm over 50, I'm 51. I watched a bunch of videos, and absolutely, if you're even over 40, do not put the rollers in the middle of a room with nothing beside you. To quote one guy who tried that, a younger guy, he said, "How the bleep are these even a consumer product?" Like he was wiping out everywhere.
I fell right here on my left. I've got my futon bed. I had the windowsill behind me, so I could get going. And I was just overconfident. I have done a lot of road riding, and yeah, I fell twice. Didn't hurt myself. Thought, oh, third time, no problem. Went for it. Fell. Hurt my wrist quite badly. It's been over a week, and I can just I'm still a bit numb after riding the rollers. So put the rollers. Number one tip: if you have rollers, new ones that are working fine, put them in a doorway so that you can catch yourself on either side once you're learning. You can get a good workout. If you lose your balance, no problem. A little embarrassing, but it'll keep your medical bills down. The other thing is do whatever it takes. Like I bought a used pair of rollers. Do what it takes to get the right parts, the right length drivetrain belt. That was pretty key. I tried a lot of do-it-yourselfer ways to get them working when I realized the belt I had wasn't going to work for my wheelbase. So it took a lot to get the right length in terms of waiting for an Amazon order and the research to get the order to get the right, to set it up, measure it properly. The other thing was tire pressure. Your tires got to be quite a bit harder than they would be on the road. So just below their max, whatever that is. And that'll help with the resistance. Again, tuning my bike and making sure that I have some tri-flow in there. I don't know if this is legit, but the old Trax rollers that I have, I actually put a little bit of tri-flow down onto the axle somehow. I hope that helped. Today's ride didn't feel quite as smooth as yesterday's. Perhaps riding yesterday, 14K, 15K, possibly a bit of the air in the tires kind of leaches out or whatever, temperature difference, I don't know. And today I rode pretty good. There's a lot of resistance, but I did 20 kilometers and kind of the overload principle where, yeah, at 51, I'm not just going to suddenly ride 80K on these rollers. It's really hard. The resistance is a lot. I don't know what it's like with a pair of brand new fancy rollers, but for $60 kind of rollers that have been ridden a lot, I wonder if they were in a gym or something, but huge liability having those, really. It was hard to learn. Now that I know how to ride them, I'm still keeping them in the doorway because no problem. It allows for a safe way to ride, and if I get exhausted doing intervals and I happen to topple over, I'm going to be fine. So thanks. Those are my tips. Put it in a doorway, tire pressure, lube your bike, get the right parts in there, ride hard, ride safe. Hopefully in a month or so we can all be back on the road. I will try to get out on the road, but again today, knowing I can ride indoors now, going outside in the cold and risking a crash out there at these temperatures, not so cool. So I'm going to let the wrist heal up a little more, and then I'll do a short road ride and see how it feels with all the road vibration. All right. Cheers. Happy holidays.